Good afternoon everybody and welcome back to Ideal Gardens. I am Jeremy. It's the 31st of October and it's Halloween. Just looking at all the colours at the moment. We got a really good autumn this year in the UK. The colours have been spectacular around the countryside, in gardens where I worked. It's just been a dry autumn, so it's given us some really good autumnal colours. Here I'm just showing you Acer palmatum. I'm not sure which variety this one is. It's Acer palmatum, could be a dissectum, I'm not too sure, but if you know, please could you let me know on the comments below. So if you're looking for a good tree for the garden, these Acers this time of year do look really good. Just with the spectacular leaves, the colours, sizes, leaf forms. It's a good tree to have in the garden. But if you're going to buy one, if you've got one that is quite a fair size, and you want to look at pruning it back or reducing it, then you want to be sort of looking at taking out the inner bit. So you want to make sure there's no crossing stems or branches, dead stems. And if you want to prune them and take the height off, you want to be looking at stuff like sort of pruning it back. Don't forget that. Pruning it back about here. Never halve it the stem, because what happens, that bit will die back and it'll look like that there. Just take that off and that tidies that stem up. So you want to be careful when you prune these back. You don't want to be pruning them so that you get a die back. See, that's a bad prune. Don't want to get them to looking like that. But then what can happen is that bit there will just die off and it just doesn't look very nice. So you can just prune them back like that. So you walk around, you'll probably see the odd dead stem. So what you want to look for when you're pruning back Acers, you just make sure that the inner bit, the open part of the tree is open. And you want to prune it back so it looks quite sculptural. You don't want to prune it back so it looks like a rounded shrub, because that's what Acer is supposed to look like. So you make it a long stem, like out here, all the way back. So you want to find where that comes from. You may want to prune it back to about there, so that whole stem can come off then. If you think it's getting quite big, well, that's quite long. So all the way down that stem. If I was going to prune this back, I'll just quickly show you. I'll take it off about there, so that gives a nice tidy cut. And if I was going to do this one here, right above my head, I'll probably take that off about there, snip. Or you can take it off about here, like that, so you don't create these dead bits sticking out everywhere. But it's really sculptural this time of year. I mean, the colours are amazing in Britain at the moment. So yeah, if you know what variety this one is, if you can let me know, then that'd be great. Please like and subscribe, ding that bell, send me a comment on Acers or anything pruning or garden wise, and look for our podcast, the Ideal Gardens podcast, where you get your podcast from, talking all things horticulture. We're releasing one at the end of this month, which is today, hopefully tonight, and it's all about composting, pH, soils, clay soils, sandy soils, loams, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, the good thing about these Acers, if you looked in there, you can see you get see that's still green, then you go up to the burnt orange, and then it goes right out to the tips where it's fiery red. So if you're looking for a tree, Acers are fantastic this time of year. Anyway, hope you have a good weekend, you have a good Halloween. If you're going out tonight, bit windy today, but hopefully over the weekend, and maybe a few showers. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.